Want to stay here, Oscar?
No, I don't.
Want to stay here?
No, I don't.
Well, good morning. It's day 6 of our Scottish road trip, and we're at Ewig, at the camping site at Ewig, which is right down near the pier where the ferry crosses to the Hebrides. There's a nice little town here with a few restaurants and shops and a pottery and one or two other nice little gift shops as well, and tea rooms, you name it. There's plenty here for a tourist. It's pretty much what you see is what you get here. Very comfortable, plenty of space, and I'll show you up and around the site. There's not many people here this week. It's being used really as a convenient stop off to refresh your tanks. There are plenty of places for tents. It's penned off at the moment. There is one tent down there, and there was a camper van down there this morning and yesterday, and lots of beautiful scenic hills and a lovely view of the Atlantic here with the Hebrides in the background. Bertie Badger, and you can see beyond the sun here is just ourselves and a couple of vans. Toilet block here with bottle collection and recycling, and more bins down the other end. And the best part about it is there's no breeze again today, the sun is shining, and we're on the move. And this morning we're going to start heading south. We are really up in the north of Isle of Skye in Scotland, and we really need to start moving south. We're going to be heading back to Skye Bridge this morning, which is about 40 miles. So once we've got off the island of Skye, we're going to head down south to Fort William and refuel, and we usually do that at the Morrison's filling station, which have a really good price on diesel. And from there we're going to head down further south to Oban and hopefully end up at Crinan, which is down on the west coast, and very pretty indeed. So we'll take you along. Well, we've arrived at one of our favourite little park-ups. Second time we've been here. It's Crinan Lock. And it's not the sort of lock that you'd normally find in Scotland. It's a canal lock, as you can see behind me probably. And the little doggies are scooting their way along. There you can see the lock gates here. We're just crossing the lock gates down to the towpath. And this is the Crinan Canal. And a rather dirty Bertie over on the park up. Bertie Badger. We're on a little stack of locks here. There's 3 or 4 locks here, and then there's more further down. But we're just going to wander down the towpath, stretch your legs. We've had a good journey today, coming down from Skye right the way down here to Crinan, and we're just going to go and stretch your legs, get a bit of air, and then put the kettle on and have something for dinner in the motorhome. Lovely quiet little spot here, and one of our favourite little park ups. There is a road that runs, a little road that runs along the back, and you'll see a car go by in just a second, but there we go. But it's, for all intents and purposes, it's a lovely little park up and a very pretty area. And here come the terrible two and the lovely Sue. Who's taking who for a walk? We'll go a little further down and we'll have a look down here. It's getting a little bit dusk now, but I'm just checking the time. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's almost at the end of November 2018, and we think that's a lock keeper's cottage, and more locks, and of course they build these little holding spaces here so that you can wait for boats to go through. There's the ruins of an old boat shed for the linnet, which was built in 1866. Had a tall red funnel and packed passenger decks. Was the icon of the canal. There's a picture of the linnet, which apparently Queen Victoria was known to have travelled on, with its tall red funnel. And here it is, the ruin of the old boat shed. Everything's very still, and there's a couple of locks up here. We're just going to go across this little bridge. It's coming into shot there, and just to my left, some beautiful reflections in the water. To my left here is the badger, Bertie Badger, on our park up. And the lock gates on this end, on the lower end of the lock, are open, but there's no boat to come through.